Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my top 10 drugstore stroke affordable foundations for women with brown skin. I just wanted to share with you guys the products that I love from the drugstore, or the more affordable side of things. It's not always about high-end foundations. It doesn't also mean that just because something costs more it's necessarily better, or vice versa, in just because something is a lot cheaper that means that it's rubbish. So I wanted to kind of dispel that myth that is out there that a lot of people have. Even today I'm actually wearing the new Barry foundation. It's a stick one. The only reason I've not brought it into this video is because it is literally the first time I'm wearing it, and I haven't even done a review yet, so so far I think it's actually pretty good. So who knows, maybe we may add that as a sixth later on, but for now I just wanted to share with you guys the best foundations that I have found over the years of using them. Some of them are quite new foundations, some of them are a lot older, and I also wanted to choose ranges from brands which are easy to get a hold of depending on which country you are, the kind of brands where you can buy from more than one website or more than one shop as well. And I also tried to keep it underneath £10. So the most expensive foundation that I'm going to show you is £10 in English money. Obviously if you're in America and whatnot, it'll cost more in terms of the dollar, but it's still kind of, it's all relative, if that makes sense. So the first one I'm going to show you is the £10 one, which I mentioned, which is this one here. It's the LA Girl Pro.Coverage High Definition Foundation. My shade is in warm beige. This one is a little bit dark for me at the moment because I'm at my playlist right now, but this is the shade that I generally tend to use in the summer. It's an excellent foundation. It gives that very lovely coverage, that natural coverage, but it's still medium to buildable as well, meaning that it can give me that plastic fantastic look that I like to go for often. I know not a lot of you are like that. You don't like to go for that plastic fantastic look, but then you can still use this and just use less of the product, obviously. Now this range comes with quite a lot of shades ranging from fair to medium to dark, and it is easily accessible for a lot of people. I bought mine from Beauty Bay in the UK, but there are quite a few companies out there that sell this range as well. I don't think I've ever done a review on this foundation. I remember I think I bought it last summer, and I used it quite a lot throughout the summer months as well. It just makes me look flawless, which is what obviously most of us want, and so this is the reason why I have decided to put this into this video today. I know they've come out with a new one since then, but I think all of them are pretty much sold out on Beauty Bay, but at some point I will definitely get my hands on them. I'm going to the US soon, and I probably will stop by Ulta where I think they sell LA Girl, so maybe I'll get it from there and technically get it for even less than £10. The next one I'm going to show you is from Primark. This is the most recent out of all the foundations I'm going to show you that I have purchased. It costs £5. It's from their PS makeup range, and it is the My Perfect Colour Longwear Ultimate Matte Foundation, and my shade is in Toffee. Now Primark has a fairly decent shade range. There are quite a few fair, quite a few medium, and quite a few dark. I think there are about 16 shades, and not forgetting the kind of company that it is, it's a small company. The makeup brand is still relatively new, so I do think that 16 shades is still pretty good as long as it covers the entire spectrum. You can say things like Fenty Beauty has got 40 shades. That's all good and well, but sometimes I actually find the more shades available, the more difficult it is for people to choose. But as long as a brand covers all kind of skin tones, it's not so bad if the range isn't so big, if that makes sense. But the reason that I have put this one in is that it is a dupe for the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. If you haven't seen my review, I will link it for you guys below. And I absolutely love it. It's an excellent foundation. It is non-transferable, just like the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It gives medium to buildable coverage. It makes me look flawless. It makes me look matte as well, but I don't look like unhealthy matte. It doesn't make me look like flat matte, if that makes sense. It makes me look naturally matte. So for those of you out there that have got oily skin, you will definitely love this. I've got combination skin, so I've got normal to oily skin, and this works well for me as well. So this one is definitely an amazing amazing foundation. This one here is a old foundation, and when I say old, I mean it's been around for donkey's years. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Okay, maybe not donkey's years, but it's been around long enough. My shade is in 108 Caramel Beige. As far as I'm aware, the shade range is decent enough, but unfortunately I can't buy this shade in the UK. I bought this in Canada, and I've also got backups which I bought in America. So for those of my followers out there that are obviously based in the US, you can get your hands on this shade, but I'm not assuming that everybody that watches this video or watches my channel is exactly the same shade as me. I'm just trying to show you guys which kind of brands that cater out there for women of brown skin a lot more easily. It can be more difficult, like I said, when it comes to drugstore foundations, but this one is definitely one of my holy grail foundations as well. I've done a very updated my top 10 foundations, which I think I filmed at the end of last year. I'll link it below for you guys if you haven't seen it. I'm sure this was in there, but I absolutely love this. It gives a semi-matte finish. It lasts all day on the skin. It controls oil very well. It gives me a very natural, flawless looking skin. It is a 24-hour foundation. I've personally never worn it for 24 hours, but I do find that upwards of 12 to 14 to 15, 16 hours, my skin generally still looks pretty damn good. Another one is this one by Sleek. I think it came out last year. It's their Lifeproof foundation. My shade is in LP11, but this one at the time when I bought it was a little bit dark for me as well, but I think LP8 is actually the shade that matches me quite well. If you're an NC42, this one will probably work quite well for you. It's a medium to full coverage foundation and it's oil free. It's another one that gives me a very kind of natural, flawless looking skin, more affordable. I think it's like $8.99. It's the 30ml foundation. The shade range is, I think, about 24 shades, which is really good. Sleek was the kind of brand that when it first came onto the market was actually geared towards women of color. So this is one brand that no matter what they release, it will always cater towards women of color, which is one of the reasons why I'm such a big supporter of sleek makeup in general. But this foundation is absolutely beautiful. Last but not least, another newish foundation, and this one is the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Foundation. Again, I've done a review along with swatches of this. My shade is in F10, which is kind of a beigey, yellow toned color, and it is a medium to full coverage stick foundation. It's not necessarily the kind of foundation that somebody with oily skin may like. If you have got oily skin, you will have to powder it a lot. Now, even as somebody with normal to combination skin like mine, I still powder mine quite a bit, because otherwise it can feel sticky on the face and it can make you look a little bit more dewy than you would like. There's nothing wrong with looking dewy, but there is a very fine line between dewy and sweaty, and this one can cross that line if you aren't careful. I love the coverage that it gives. I love that it's buildable. I love that there are a massive amount of shades in there for fair to medium to dark skin as well. So no matter where you sit in the brown spectrum, hopefully there is a shade for you, especially as these are great for contouring shades as well. So that's it. So that's my very quick video sharing with you guys my top 5 drugstore affordable foundations for brown skin. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your thoughts are as well. Let me know what foundations you think that should have been mentioned in here, but I didn't because I was only mentioning 5, or ones that you think that you would like to share with other people that follow this channel as well. Have a discussion below. I love it when you guys all talk to each other and kind of learn things from each other if I am not necessarily always able to answer a question. As much as I try to answer people or reply to comments, sometimes it can be quite difficult because I don't always see them. So I hope nobody minds that if they think that I'm ignoring them. I'm not. It's just either I've not seen you or I've just not had the chance to reply. That's all. But these are the ones that I wanted to share with you guys today. So what else can I say? Oh, on my lips I'm wearing one of the new NYX matte lip creams. This shade is in San Francisco. And do I look a little bit different to you guys? It's my eyes. I'm not wearing kohl liner for like the first time in my life. My eyes look so different. They don't look so smoky. It's weird. I put a nude liner on. Anyway, I digress. So I hope you guys are wonderful and great. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.